People like to brag about doing crosswords in ink. I do crosswords in pen. She does crosswords in pen. You've heard it, right? What does it mean when people say that? It's okay, just shout it out or don't. Only if you want to.
My Nana did.
You don't make mistakes.
You're brave.
You're
Confident.
off.
Yes.
You're confident.
Egotistical.
Yes, it's supposed to convey some kind of genius level intellect. But if your puzzle is full of those light little pen crossouts and letter write-overs that just end up tearing holes in the newspaper, the truth is you just prefer pen to pencil. And I don't blame you. Especially if you prefer the awesomeness that is the Pilot G2. But you haven't heard the brag in its purest sense. Confidence is a black Sharpie. I have lots of confidence. I hope you believe that, because I'm in a situation where every gig job I had evaporated into thin air, not because there was a worldwide disaster happening or anything. They just evaporated. So now I'm doing this weird little workshop where I share all the secrets of how to make a crossword puzzle so that you can go home and make them yourselves. I'm confident most of you will decide not to. You'll get your questions answered. I get so many questions about making crosswords. So you'll get your questions answered. And then if you need a puzzle, maybe you'll hire me. This will not be one of those interactive experiences where I bring people up on stage and embarrass them. Except those people are never really embarrassed, are they? They want to be up there sharing their deepest secrets or doing a dorky dad dance or whatever other vulnerable things they're asked to do, tell by a stranger just for their 15 country fair level minutes. I've never been one of those people, so I wouldn't dare ask you to be one. What is it about sharing secrets with strangers? Why do people do that? Does anybody know? Anyway,
No.
I don't call people out. My boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend taught me that. If I'd like some input, I'll just ask you to shout it out like we just did. Deal?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, next station stop for just a few moments. We'll be here.
So I am a crossword puzzle constructor, a cruciverbalist. People who know that word already are so proud of themselves. I see you. I'm not pointing you out because I promised I wouldn't, but I see you. You wouldn't believe how many people tell me that someone who makes crossword puzzles is called a cruciverbalist, and I just smile because I don't want to embarrass them. You know that ice-breaking game where you write down a unique thing about yourself that only you can say? Some people say things like, I'm a twin, and you know they don't understand what unique means because they know there's one other person who can say the same. Right? Well, I'm a word person. So when I say unique, I mean it. I literally mean unique, because when I say literally, I literally mean literally. So this is something that only you can say, and everybody's got one. Anybody care to share? No pressure. You can just think it in your brain if you want. Think about the thing that makes you completely unique. Think about it in your brain. Because we're all special, not just the millennials. Here's mine. And I bring it up by way of credentials so you feel like you're getting your money's worth today. I've had puzzles in all the major newspapers, including the New York Times, but so have a lot of people. Well, not a lot. Estimates are that maybe only 500 people make a living from puzzles. I, however, am the only person in the world who has made well over 1,000 crossword puzzles for Soap Opera Digest magazine. I made almost another 1,000 for Soap Opera Weekly before it went under. So in total, more than 2,000 crossword puzzles about soap operas. Love in the afternoon. My boyfriend and I loved General Hospital. He hate watched mostly, but he was sucked in. I could tell. It's hard not to get sucked into a good story. you might have heard that soaps, the daytime kind, are in short supply. I guess nobody likes them anymore. No, Mom, that's not the reason. It's because everything's a freaking soap now, and cable can swear and have sex and violence and give you in an hour what it took 10 hours in the old days, like months of OJ preemptions didn't help, but I'm from Buffalo, so let's not dwell on that. Women have jobs, and even if they don't, they have cars. The world has changed. People are capital B busy. They want everything faster. So soaps are on the outs. Like me and my boyfriend, he wanted things faster. And by faster, I mean, one day he wanted sex and there was a girl at work who was willing, and that was faster than wait until he got home.
Oh,
No.
And that might be oversimplifying. Anyway, she is his new boo. And because of that, your session today is going to be way more interesting than the one I did in Rochester last week. My boyfriend and I were together for 3 years. That's a long time, you know, longer than I was ever with anyone. Long enough to invest, to think it's going to last. It takes you by surprise when it doesn't. I got him into puzzles right at the start. He'd never done one, but because we were new and he wanted to show interests in my interests, he did them. The motivation you have in that phase. I rock climbed in that phase. Cheered for the Buffalo Bills. Read John Steinbeck. Researched rare coins. The things we do for lust. But the puzzles, they stuck. He loved them, which made me love him. We used to do puzzles together, taking turns filling in the words until the whole thing's done. It's so romantic for a while. Eventually, you just want your own, so you buy 2 papers or print 2 copies and have a black and white knuckle competition that you pretend really isn't a competition, but somehow the loser ends up cleaning the house that week. That was mostly me because he's not dumb. I mean, he's dumb because he broke up with me, but not at puzzles, which is why Esmeranda, it's some stupid shit name like that, thought it would be such a great idea to get the love of her life a custom crossword puzzle for his birthday. Are you way ahead of me on this? Yes, indeed. When she Googled this brilliant idea, she discovered there are people who actually do this. Well, like 2, me and the other one. She picked the wrong one. But don't worry, if you hire me, there is very little risk that I would also be your new boyfriend's ex. Maybe I should have told her no, but the last existing soap magazine can't last forever. I'm broke and I'm dealing with an emotional crisis, so my judgment is impaired. And let's be honest, I couldn't resist. So here we are. This is going to be fun. Thank you.
Yay!
Very well done.
So
Fun.
good. So good.
Wonderful.
Wow.